Hello guys and welcome back to Love Island Season 11, and in this episode we're going to be talking about Tuesday night and Wednesday night's episodes. And I gotta say, not a lot is happening currently, but there are some interesting things that are probably going to be setting up future arguments, disruptions, little love storylines. I'm cautiously optimistic about this series. We're 3 episodes in and I'm not hating it. I'm enjoying it. I'm finishing each episode and it's making me go, I kind of want to watch the next one, which Love Island doesn't normally make me do that. I'm normally content with just waiting a whole day or even a couple of days to watch the next episode. But currently, I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit like, oh, actually, this could be quite juicy entertaining for the summer. But before we get into the episode, I just want to say thank you guys for the support on the channel. This series is one that will keep going as long as you guys are engaging with it. As long as you guys are liking it, enjoying it, it will keep going. If it's not, I'll just watch it at my own time. It's not the end of the world, but it is up to you guys. So if you want me to continue, make sure you're liking that button. And also make sure you're subscribing as well, so we can get to our goal of 900 and then 1,000. Let's get into the video, shall we? So there was a game to kick everything off in Tuesday night's episode. The game was alright. It was basically someone picked someone's name out of the hat and then they had to do whatever the dare was on the card or the phone, I think it was, that they were pulling out. It was a little bit weird. And then basically what they'd have to do is just do the dares that were on there. A lot of kissing was involved. Some of them were more interesting than others. Some of them were just like, oh, kiss the girl you find most attractive that you're not coupled up with. It was like, oh, really? Okay. So the first one that really made me chuckle was Nicole being asked to fake an orgasm, and she physically could not do it. She was just laughing too much and giggling. I feel like it was a little bit mean to do this on their very first night, because obviously they're still very uncomfortable with each other. It's not really something that I would want to do with a bunch of people I've just met and in front of a person that, like, I'm trying to impress. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I felt like that was a really uncomfortable one. Was it absolutely hilarious? Completely. But it was a little bit awkward. Then we had Mimi snogging Io. I thought that was quite cute. And then Harriet giving a very awkward lap dance to Kieran. She's meant to be a dancer, and it was the most uncomfortable thing I had to watch this year. And then we had Joey Essex kissing some girls. I don't think he's a very good kisser. From what I saw, it looked a bit shit, I won't lie. Harriet was saying it was great, but from where I was sitting, I was like, it just feels like a lot of guppy action, like, mwah, mwah, mwah. That was what it looked like, and I was like, I don't know, that's not a particularly good kiss in my books. So, after all the festivities, we had a really, really cute moment between Ronnie and Jess. It really does feel like those two are definitely heating up the set, and I find it really interesting because they were actually paired together, and it seems like they're the only pairing that is currently interested in pursuing something with the person that they're coupled up with. It almost makes me wonder whether the sort of start lineup was to sort of cause drama rather than to create actual pairings, but I don't know, I feel like it was a good choice at this point in the show. Mix it up, make it different. Maybe do it once more, see if it works. If it doesn't, then move on to something new. But for now, it's working out with these two. They obviously shared a kiss during the challenge, and Ronnie was like, yeah, it was a solid 9.6. It was a solid 9.6. And Jess was like, well, what's the point 4 that I need to improve on? And he went, I don't know, show me. And then sort of like led in for the kiss. I was like, what am I watching? Why am I watching this? Why am I watching this? I find Love Island so uncomfortable. I don't think it's even uncomfortable. I think I just watch it, I cringe. Because, like, I would not want to be kissing people on national television. Do you get what I mean? Because, like, kissing is a very intimate thing. But also, I can't imagine it looks good from the outside. When you're in the moment, it's great. But I can't imagine watching myself back doing that. Oh, God, that would be absolutely horrific. Oh, God, that's awful. Yeah, no, not a bit of me personally. Not a bit of me. But yeah, he said it moved up to a 9.7, and then she was flirting back, being like, oh, well, yours is only a 7. So it was funny. It was good vibes. And I think there's definitely something there. But we'll have to see what becomes of it. So the next day, we just saw a lot of Joey putting in some graft with some girls. I don't know why he's on the show. I think his presence on the show really takes me out of it. I don't know why. Because I haven't seen Joey Essex on a show in a hot minute, I'd say. Even though he does every single show under the sun, most of them I don't really watch. Especially if they're like celebrity versions. I don't really pay attention to some of them. But the fact that he's on this, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me. Am I the only one that is just like, and I said this to a couple of my friends, and they did agree with me. So it wasn't me just having this opinion on my own, but I just feel like any girl that chooses him, just, I don't know whether their intentions will be pure. Let's just put it that way, because he's a very famous person. He's a brand in itself. It's like putting someone. Well, it's literally like putting someone famous in, and then I don't know. I just feel like he's opening himself up to heartbreak and being mugged off. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a bit of a dodgy one. I don't know why they've decided to introduce celebrities into the civilian show. I think if you're gonna do it, have celebrities on there. Do it. Why not? Or mix them into All Stars. That could actually be quite fun, having celebrities in All Stars. Yeah, no, that could be quite interesting. Maybe that's something for them to consider next series. But for now, Samantha was absolutely slating Sam. Absolutely slating Sam. And I don't get it, because Sam's the most attractive boy there. And a lot of my female friends have said that. Have said that he is the most attractive man there. But I think it's just the mullet. She don't like the mullet. And so all she's seeing is the mullet. Which is a little bit of a shame, because he's quite an attractive bloke. And then you've got Harriet, who she just gives nothing. Like, she just gives me such sort of like air. Like, I think watching paint dry would be more interesting than Harriet at the moment. Maybe not later on in episode 3, which was Wednesday night's episode, but I don't know. At the moment, not vibing with her. She's just not that interesting. It seems like all of her chats are so dead and boring. My opinion on that has changed, but when I watched this episode, that's how I was feeling. So, sadly, the time has come for Joey to choose which one of the girls he wants to pair up with. I knew it was coming. I'd sensed the vibes earlier on in the episode, but unfortunately he chose Samantha, which meant that Sam is the first person to be dumped from the island. Was only in there just over 24 hours. I hate when they do this. I really hate when they bring people in and then dump them like day 2. I think at least give them until the first recoupling. Don't kick them out day 2. That's so cruel and so pointless, in my opinion. So pointless. Like, actually tell me the point. What is your reasoning here? What is your rationale? Because, like I said, fittest bloke on there. And it's a shame. It is a real shame to see him go. Let's hope they bring him back in Casa Amor, or bring him back as a bombshell. Because I feel like he had some mileage in this place. And that is sad to see him go day 2. I'm so pissed off and upset. So pissed off and upset. So, we're now on to Wednesday night's episode, which means we're going to be talking about a convo between Joey and Samantha. Joey and Samantha seem to have a good bond so far, even though it's literally been 10 seconds since they've coupled up. And I'm interested to see where it goes, because I think out of all the girls that Joey spoke to, Samantha seemed like the one that was the most interested in him, as opposed to Joey Essex. Does that make sense? Like, I felt like there's genuinely a vibe between them that's good, and I don't think that she's got any ulterior motives. So this conversation was basically just about them and their love languages, and she was like, oh, I love PDA, and he was like, yeah, I love PDA too, and she's like, oh yeah, PDA on the tube, and he's like, yeah. It was a bit of a brain dead convo, I won't lie. It won't lie, because I feel like, and I've always felt that like this about Joey Essex, I feel like his conversations are so shit. Like, I don't feel like he can have a profound conversation because he's just like, I don't get it. Yeah, like, yeah, it's Reem. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think he's a cracking guy and I think he'd be really funny to have, like, at the pub. But I don't know, watching him on TV, I think at your big age of 33 and you're still proclaiming to be this dumb. Like, it was cute in 2015 when you were on I'm a Celeb and you were what? He's 33 now. 2015 was 9 years ago. So he was 24 at the time. It was cute then. It was like, oh, bless him. Or was it 2013 he went on? Oh my God, I think it was 2013. So he was even younger. He was only like 21, 22. Time is an actual mystery to me. But yeah, so anyway, he was on there 21, 22, and it was cute then because it was like, oh, he's just entered his early 20s, but he's still the same person at age 33. It's a bit of an ick for me, I won't lie. Bit of an ick. So there was a really, really beautiful conversation between Manveer and Patsy about her disability. She opened up to Manveer. I think he's the first person to know. And she opened up about her arm disability, about how she struggles to lift stuff above her head. Sometimes she needs help doing her hair. And he was so receptive and open to it. And he was saying that, like, yeah, being different's really cool. It's okay. It's all good. No judgment from me. I just feel like Manveer is a really, really lovely guy. I feel like I judged him a little bit in the first episode when he was like, oh, I've got 150 matches on Hinge. But he's actually turning out to be a really, really sweet and lovely guy. I don't think any guys on the show this series are being, like, dicks at the moment. I say at the moment because things always change. It always starts out this way. But, like, currently, I feel like they're all quite sweet. I think I mean, there's a girl, which I'll come on to a little bit later, that I think could potentially be a little bit dangerous, but we'll move on to that in a bit. But for now, I feel like this was a really, really beautiful chat, and I really appreciated it as well. There was also a very nice conversation between Io and Mimi. It really does feel like those two are vibing. Vibing. They are getting on so well, and they even had a cheeky little kiss as well, which, I gotta be honest, I kind of saw coming. It was nice to see them engage, and yeah, I'm hopeful for those two. I think they've definitely got some kind of spark there, and it could lead to, like, a nice relationship. But obviously, we can't be too hasty with that. Yeah, I was happy with it. I thought it was really cute, and the way he was like, "Listen, I see you, and I like you." I was like, "Oh, this guy's got the smooth talk as well." Oh God, it might be all over for Mimi. She might be head over heels now because, like, that's smooth talking right there, smooth as feck. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about the big drama of this episode, and oh God, it was so frustrating to watch because I thought, actually, grow up, please, for the love of God. So Kieran and Harriet have had a nice chat, and Harriet's basically like, look, you're my number one. I like you. I think that's nice. I think you're nice, etc. I'd like to get to know you more. And Kieran's like, yeah, sure. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. And then afterwards, he pulls Nicole for a chat just to talk to her, just to get to know her, and takes her off to the hideaway. And all they did was talk. Like, actually, all they did was talk because we watched it. But obviously, Nicole's like, oh no, not Nicole. Harriet is like, oh my God, they've gone inside the hideaway. Oh my God, how disrespectful is this? Oh my God. And then obviously they've come out, they've just had a lovely chat, just gotten to know each other a little bit. Kieran's like, look, I'm kind of interested in you. I'm also interested in Harriet. I just want to let you know where my head's at. And Nicole's like, absolutely fair and valid. I like you too. Cool. Nice. Then he goes to talk to the boys and he completely forgets Harriet's name, which I found so funny. That was absolutely hysterical. And then Harriet just starts acting a bit muggy with Nicole, like giving her a dirty look and then going off and crying. And then, oh God, it was pain. It was pain to watch, is what it was, because I thought, Harriet, at your big age, you've been here in here 2 days, 2 days, and you're already crying because the person you're coupled up with wants to get to know somebody else. You're not exclusive. Get over it. He's more than entitled to talk to somebody else. Oh yeah, but he just assured me. I don't think he did. I think you said the words and you heard him go, yeah, that's cool. And then that's about it. I don't think he once said, yeah, I'm all in on you. He didn't say that. He did not. Because then I would be ripping him apart right now. Yeah. So this whole part of the episode was, oh, good God is what it was. Oh, good God. Then we come to the next day. And Harriet's like, I'm completely over it. I'm completely over it. It's fine. It is what it is. It's fine. It is fine. Absolutely fine. I'm absolutely fine. Then she pulls Samantha for a chat. Yo, Samantha. By the way, I'm going to take Joey into the hideaway to sort of give Kieran a little bit of a taste of his own medicine. And Samantha's like, that's so petty. That's not okay. That's so petty. And Harriet's like, no, I don't mean it like that. I do genuinely want to get to know Joey. And Samantha's sitting there like, yeah, okay, that's fine, but like, you doing it now looks muggy. And it did look muggy, because she's taken him into the sort of, what's it called, the hideaway, exactly the same as Kieran did to Nicole, but she's done it just to get back at Kieran. And I think at your big age, of, I think she's 24, you're 2 years older than me, and I wouldn't even be that petty. I mean, it's just funny, isn't it? Because then, obviously, Samantha goes to tell Nicole. Nicole's like, that's not okay. That's so muggy, what the fuck? And then she tells Kieran, and Kieran's like, yeah, that is quite spiteful, to be fair. What the fuck? What the actual hell? And then Joey's getting her to, like, do some dances, do a slut drop. He's not getting her to. She is more than willing to. But, like, still, you get what I mean. And then they start, like, whipping each other with the sex toys in the hideaway. I was like, huh? Huh? This is a lot more than Nicole and Kieran did. All I'm saying is, this is not okay. Because you're saying, oh, I'm all in. And now you're giving Joey mixed messages. Because now he's like, oh, do I have a chance with Harriet? Even though I'm with Samantha? You're just confusing him. Just for the sake of revenge against Kieran. Then Kieran did kind of tell both girls that he's interested in them. And I was like, oh, okay. You've kind of just told them both that you're interested in them and you're wanting to pursue things with them. And I feel like this is going to come back to bite you in the arse. So, like, Kieran's not helped himself. But also, Harriet, good God, girl, get a grip. So the last thing that happened in this episode was a brand new bombshell. I can't believe it, on day 3 and there's already been 2 bombshells. Like, is this a new record? I feel like it must be, because the girls had to blindfold their boys, go up to the terrace, then Uma came in and was like, hi guys. Well, she didn't actually say anything. She just kissed them on the lips. Blindfolded, they were. And she just kissed them. I'd have been like, yo, what's this all about? Hello, what's going on? And then obviously she's gone down the line. She's got to Joey. She's kissed him, and she goes, I'll be back for you later. Then she takes Io's blindfold off and then leads him away. I think they know each other. I have a feeling they know each other, because even like some of the girls were like, do you guys know each other? I have a feeling that she's a friend of his, or like they know each other because they work together or something. I don't know. And I think that's going to be a very interesting dynamic. It's always very interesting when they do bring in friends, because I think it just adds a new layer. But like, could it be an ex of his? No, they wouldn't do that. I mean, they literally did on All Stars, but still, no, surely not. But either way, that is the episode. That's all we've got time for today. I will be back on Saturday for Thursday and Friday's recaps. So without much further ado, thank you guys so much for watching and listening, and make sure to like that button and subscribe. We are doing bits on the channel at the moment, so make sure you guys keep on doing bits and subscribe. We are on our way to 900 and 1,000, at which there are some special videos coming your way. So without much further ado, thank you guys, and I will see you guys later. Keep on ranting. Bye now.